Recently, after I dropped the David Yost video explaining how they lied about being sticking together and walking out, they made a response, and their response was not to disprove what David said, but to release the entire paywall video that came out almost a year ago. And it has done quite well for them. Some people suspect bots. I don't know. But let's take a look at Walter and Austin St. John's video in full for the first time on the Henry Resilient channel. Let's do it.
Change their mind.
This is the part that gets me. We agreed that we were going to stick together as a unit.
Right.
We were going to fight this together.
Right. That didn't happen.
Very nice about this.
Well, different people for the different reasons change their mind. I mean, obviously, that would be Amy Jo and David Yost and Jason Frank. And all of them had their own reasons for deciding, you know what, we don't want to renegotiate the contract after all. We're just going to grin and bear it. But we wanted to stand up for ourselves because we felt like we were being bullied and we felt like we deserved more and that we had earned the right to be treated like professional actors.
Well, I don't know about professional actors because I don't think that happened too much longer after they left the show. Fair use.
Hey man, welcome to Fanward. I'm Austin. This is
Oh man, this paywall stuff is crazy.
my man.
Walter Emmanuel Jones.
We've done a lot of videos. We've done a lot of work together, a lot of episodes. We have spent a lot of time doing some incredible stuff all around the world. He and I got to talking. We realized,
Bro, they didn't tell this story a million times, a million different ways on so many platforms where the stories just start changing up. Where, hey, we agree. At what point did y'all disagree? That's the better question. At what point did y'all disagree? Obviously, it was before y'all walked into the lawyer's office because only 3 of y'all went.
that while each of us has talked about why we left the show, we have never really done it in depth and not together. Man, why don't you kick it off? Tell them what you remember.
Well, you know, what happened was I know a lot of our fans were very disappointed when we left the show. I mean, we were disappointed. We didn't want to leave. We wanted
This is true. I'll give them that. People were upset that they left the show.
to be there. We wanted to do the movie. We had earned this movie. This movie was like...
And it was like 30 days before the movie.
Yeah, it was like the catalyst to what we had built up to. So we went from nothing into like the world's greatest kids show in the world and 40 countries and
90 languages.
yeah, which was pretty incredible.
And it was going to be a $40 million film done in Australia.
The show, the TV show itself was non-union, okay?
Yep.
So originally we got a contract and the contract was not that great, but we were told, hey, you could take this contract and show it to your lawyers or to your agent, but first person comes back and wants to change anything, we're gonna fire you.
Hey, I really don't see nothing wrong with that. When it comes to these contracts, guys, you have to have leverage, right? If you have no leverage, then you really don't have no grounds to negotiate. And when you like, hey, I know you guys have no other opportunities as actors that have been beaten down your door, you really don't have room to negotiate much. Sure, you could say, well, the Power Ranger fans like us, and sure, I'm pretty sure a lot of them did. But Saban was like, he saw the vision. The Red and Black Ranger are the most popular Rangers, not the people who voice act them. So he could say, hey, this is where the helmet head term came to be.
See, he got a different message that day than I did because I was underage. So it was a week before my 18th birthday.
This is all old news. He said this before in plenty of other interviews.
And I was like, and I wasn't there. I didn't have a parent. I didn't have an agent because I wasn't an actor. So I didn't know anything. And I can remember them looking at me and I was like, shouldn't I have like my mom or dad here or an agent? And they looked at me and they're like, there are about 300 other people outside that door that will sign that if you don't. And that was what I got. I was like, okay. And they just told me, could you post date it a week to your 18th birthday?
Well, the thing is, as well, as an actor,
guys, Power Rangers is a faceless brand. You can argue and say, hey, JDF was the face of it for a while, and that would be a true statement. But at the end of the day, it's a faceless brand. It's like Batman. It's like Superman. It's like, think of a Spider-Man. Spider-Man is more popular than Tom Holland.
actor, as an actor that's pursuing the acting career. The pilot was it was a pilot, and we were told beforehand, if this pilot gets picked up, it's going to be picked up for 40 episodes. Now, 40 episodes is unheard of because usually a series is 12 episodes.
A single season. Yeah.
A single season, right? And so 40 episodes as somebody that's never had a television show is pretty tremendous.
40 episodes as someone who never had a television show. Think about that. And hey, we did 40 episodes. We wanna negotiate. You like, hey, what do you mean you want to negotiate? We want to negotiate.
And
years of work.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, it was like, well, this is contract's not very good and it's non-union, but 40 episodes is a lot of experience to have under your belt. And if this does anything, then even if it doesn't do anything, I got 40 episodes of experience on my belt as an actor, as a lead actor on a television show.
Yeah, that's crazy because for me, again,
lead actor, bro. I don't know about that lead actor. I mean, you could say Austin could probably say lead actor. Amy Jo Johnson could probably say lead. I don't know about lead actor. I don't know.
He just, man, I learned from all these guys because I literally knew nothing. I was still in high school. I literally dropped out of high school to take the job. So while he's talking about lead roles, 40 episodes, I knew none of that. All I was thinking was, I'm going to be a superhero on TV. Like, that was, wow.
Who doesn't want to do that, right?
Right,
Everybody wants to be a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, yo. So we did the show. The show became a huge success. Within the first week, they told us, congratulations, guys.
Your show is #1 in the world.
#1. And we're sitting down looking
#1 in the world.
at each other like,
it was so informal.
The world? Did you say the world?
Yeah. #1 on the Nielsen's rating? Was that the same
Nielsen's
thing?
ratings and the
But see, like here's where it comes in. They think it was because of them, when it was largely because of the footage, the from Super Sentai.
Crazy.
Yeah. So here we are with this #1 kids show in the world that took down some pretty heavy competition in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Every day we're getting better. Now we've entered our second season. 40 episodes down in the tanks. We're a #1 kids show. We're going to the market and our faces on the magazines. You know, when you go to market and you're like, oh, that's me on the magazine right there. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'll take this juicy fruit, thank you.
That's right. Back in the day, we had this TV guide. You don't know what that is now, but we were on the covers of TV guide.
This is not Austin St. John. This is the Red Power Ranger on the cover of a TV guide. And I doubt that he's in the suit. You could put anyone in the suit. That's why Saban wanted this. Hey, we want a faceless brand. Because when you have a faceless brand, you have all the leverage. When you're like, hey, Batman is popular, not Christian Bale. We could put anyone in Batman suit and we'll still pop off. And you're like, no, you can't. It was like, watch us. And now you see the new Batman is doing just as good as the Christian Bale series.
And Teen Beat magazine.
And Disney.
Now you got this. You could say, hey, these are them. These are them.
All this cool stuff. The experience was amazing, although it wasn't something that made us. We weren't wealthy. Obviously, we weren't making that much money on the show.
Bro, we were broke.
It was a non-union contract, so we weren't making a lot of money. It's not like we could buy brand new cars. I think we were driving our beaters for a long time. Eventually, in the second season, we were offered a contract to do a commercial, and with this commercial, we would get these free Suzuki sidekicks. But
now everyone did get the free Suzukis though,
which were recalled later because they would flip over on their sides.
Now, just because they were recalled, it doesn't mean people didn't take them. I know JDF, he instead of the Suzukis, he ended up buying a limo, but yeah, they were offered the free Suzukis, but I mean, it wasn't nothing. It was like, hey, this is like an incentive per se, and sometimes people offer you an incentive to do something. And here's JDF talking about the Suzukis, and he said, "Hey, after Suzuki, I bought a limo."
Had being like, you know, the horses. I mean, I like things like vehicles and things that I can like, you know, play with props that I would break all the time.
But didn't they tell you, Jason, do not ride the horse? And you got on the horse and rode the horse away?
I had no keys in vehicles. It was terrible. Everything I got.
Okay.
How come I don't have keys? They're like, no, keep the keys away from Jason.
Well, that's because that time that you got on the little ATC and just rode off into the horizon.
Yeah, I was
The
mad.
whole crew standing there, and we're like, "Where'd Jason go?"
I was mad at Jonathan. You remember that day, David? I was mad at Jonathan. I was like, and then jumped the thing. Yeah, that's where it all started. Where I had no keys to anything. It was terrible.
Remember when you bought the limo and had Junior drive it?
So this is JDF like, oh yeah, you're about to hear him say, hey, everyone got Suzukis, and he was like, nah, I wanted something real.
Well, what's this story?
Whatever. I don't know. Just whatever.
He bought a limo and he had Junior, who was the security guard at work. He drove it.
Yeah, but
It was Jason's chauffeur.
Yeah, but I want him to dress up a little bit, and then Junior was Junior, showed like shorts, the same like dicky pants and everything. I was like, man, Junior, can you dress up a little bit? And that was his dress up. So that only lasted for like, Dave, a week or two, and I parked the limo inside.
It was so awesome. It was the best.
I was trying to do this, and it was not.
Did he show up to work in the back getting out of the limo? Imagine if anyway. If you had to drive it because Junior didn't show up.
I remember going to his apartment building, and we'd go down in the garage, and he would have his big limo, like taking up 2 or 3 spots underneath the building. I was like,
God. It's true.
I'm pretty sure this is a clip though. It's coming up.
People rent limos, Jason.
I know. I told you it was a bad investment.
Wait, you actually bought this thing? I thought you just rented it for a week for a gas.
he bought the limo.
Oh my god!
It was cool at first, and I was like, "What can I do with this thing, man?" Actually, you know what? I wish I had your cycle. I bought your blue motorcycle from the show. They just took all the cycle stuff off. It was still signed by that guy. They got rid of that. I wish I still had my Suzuki.
See, there go the Suzuki. Everyone got the Suzuki.
Samurai Suzuki. I wish.
The Suzuki
I
Sidekick.
love their Suzukis.
Yeah, they gave us like a sidekick. Yeah, I wish I still had a souvenir, but I got rid of it. I was like, "That's nice sidekick Suzuki." I'm gonna buy myself a limo.
So this corroborates, hey, you were offered this contract and you were going to get the Suzukis. JDF say, look, man, I'm going to buy a limo. Forget the Suzuki. But obviously, they say, oh, they got recalled. It's kind of like a dig at the, they got recalled. All right, cool. But they were offered the Suzukis. It's corroborated.
Yeah.
They're like, go ahead, you can have that.
Exactly.
Go
You can have this
yourself.
car for doing this commercial. Now, as a SAG actor on a commercial, you might make anywhere from $30,000 to $45,000 for a SAG commercial Exhibit A.
That's just payment. That's not the
just
residual.
payment and residuals, and so that would be fair.
Yo, have you ever saw Austin St. John commercial?
Nope.
Have you ever saw Walter Jones commercial? He may have some commercials out there. But they're comparing apples to oranges. You're in a non-union. You're trying to change the fabric of the entire show. And it's just too big of an ask. You're better off asking for more money than asking, hey, can the show be union? Because that's going to drive up the operating cost.
As a SAG actor, but again, we're non-union. Not necessarily fair, but the idea for the cars was incentive to do this, and we did it, and it was cool. The cars didn't turn out. We didn't get to pick our own cars. They just gave us whatever. Okay, we got 3 white ones. We got
I remember the other
I don't know
colors.
the other colors, but
Yeah.
I think we got a little paycheck. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't big. It wasn't what it
There's
was
a
supposed
reason
to
we
be.
don't remember it.
Yeah. So second season, we're doing the show and things are going well, but it's weird because they lowered the budget on the set. So the first season,
How
our
do you
craft
do that?
service was like amazing. We had all this healthy stuff.
Craft service was where they
Bro, they complaining about the food on the set. And maybe, hey, we had to take money from feeding y'all to, I don't know, putting in production of the show. Only Saban knows why it was lowered.
set up all the food on set so you can go and eat and get coffee and drink.
Protein
And the food
bars
truck.
and all this cool stuff that you can eat that was healthy for you. And the second season, craft service was like just
Here's your celery stick and
potato
your
chips
cookies.
and it was like not anything that was necessarily healthy for us. And it was
Celery is pretty healthy, my guy.
weird because it's like that's weird that the budget dropped.
How do you drop it on
They
the
made
world's-
$1 billion in the first season.
This is also a lie. The Power Rangers show did not make $1 billion. What made $1 billion was the toy sales. and the toy sales were so popular. Jesus, what happened to my what happened to my thing? Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. I was going no, not the pilot. I was talking about the toy sales. Give me a second. The toy sales is what popped off. Because it was $1 billion. Give me a second. I'll pull it back up. The Power Ranger toy sales was $1 billion faceless brand. All right. So here is the article right here. This is what is considered the faceless icon, whatever. The faceless iconography of Power Rangers is still making billions. The Mighty Morphins are a cash cow, even though the fields have changed. So when they say, hey, the show made $1 billion, no, it was not the show that made $1 billion. It was the toy sales. Power Ranger merchandising has swelled. 40% of the toy market is poised to cross $1 billion in holiday in profits that holiday. A figure nearly doubled the Cabbage Patch and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crazy at their respective peaks. This is the 1993 stats provided by Inverse. And this is what I was looking at. All right, 1994 stats of the toy sales. And I'm like, okay, that's what's making $1 billion, not necessarily the show. The show is not generating $1 billion in ad revenue. It's not. And in order to sell these toys, it's a marketing budget. And the marketing budget is the show. The show is the commercial for the toys, not necessarily, hey, the people in the goddamn commercial. Not these two guys. Sure, they had toys with their faces. I'm sure people bought toys with their likeness on there. However, the show, the Black Ranger, is the most, is what's popular. Not necessarily Walter Jones. Now, Austin St. John, the original leader of the Power Rangers, sure, it's some popular, there's some clout there. But at the end of the day, it's the character, the costume, the helmet that's iconic. There's no Austin St. John floats in the parade. They're Red Ranger suits in the parade, which was donned by many people. And you could say MMPR is the most popular, and you could say whatever you want, but more people know the Red Ranger than they will ever know Austin St. John. Even my daughter, she just knows Super Power Rangers.
$1 billion. $1 billion is 999 million. Add one, that's $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, he can try to, make that face and be like, hey, the show made $1 billion. No, we generated $1 billion in toy sales. What about the commercials that Power Rangers, that Haim Saban had to run? Someone had to pay for that. What about the production of the show, which was also a commercial? Someone had to pay for that. And if these toys didn't sell and it didn't make $1 billion, would they be so anxious to renegotiate their contracts? The answer is likely no.
That's $1 billion. 999 million.
If you say, hey, we took $1 million loss on the show on season 1, we're going to try to get season 2 to pop, but I'm still going to pay y'all the same. Do you think they'll be like, oh, we need more money? No. They were looking at Saban's pockets and counting how much he made. It was like, well, we should make more. He was like, okay, I'll offer you a little bit more, but I'm not doing this union shit. And they're like, we really want a union. He's like, Ninja, see ya. Goodbye. Peace.
If you spent every day on a street corner handing out a $1 bill, you could not pass out $1 billion in your lifetime.
And this is where I say, hey, this is a little misleading when you say the show made $1 billion. Toy sales made $1 billion.
Expect that after all of the success of the first season.
Now you could probably say that Seinfeld made $1 billion too. Let's see.
That we would get a big bump in the second season, but we did not. And the show was successful and we had contracts and we were continuing to work and it was getting better. So it was like, we'll stick it out. So
see where it goes.
Yeah, see where it goes.
Give them the faith.
We're here. We're in it to win it. It looks like everything's going great.
I agree with all that. For me, I had people on the crew from behind the scenes. And they were probably talking to you too, all you guys. I mean, we all talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
But I can remember a lot of the crew coming to me off camera, being like, "Man, you guys should go union. This should be. Look at what they're doing. You guys are getting screwed. Blah 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 blah." Because the crew, they were getting paid even crappier than we were. It was really about helping everybody on the set just get what they're worth, man. Not get rich.
Exactly. Make it union. Make it fair. Because when you're in the union, what happens is there's rules that have to be abided by. If you go over a certain time and overtime, you have to be paid a certain amount. If you got over that, you get like twilight time, golden time. You get, you know.
What they're not saying, you can try to sell it as safety. You can say, oh, it's just about safety and overtime, but it's really residuals. It's really money. You make it union, hey, you gotta pay us residuals. And Chaim is not like, hey, I have a no residual system. I'm not about to cut you into my residuals where I put my money up because you play the suit. And if you don't like it, hey, everyone's expendable. And if you don't believe me, ask the former Yellow Ranger. She also regrets leaving the show because of how popular it became, because she was the first. Now, I don't know what got into these guys' heads to think that, Chaim fired her and he wouldn't fire us. Well, you saw what happened to her. You're like, well, we got 40 episodes and fans love us and we're on the show and we're on TV covers. Yeah, but you're on TV outside. If you don't have the goddamn suit on, no one associates you with Power Rangers. So you have to wear the suit to become the Power Ranger. Like, oh, you're the Black Ranger. Outside the suit, you just Walter. Suit on. Oh, look at Zach. That's Zach from Power Rangers. That was the crux of it. So when you go to negotiate and they like, Ninja, we literally got y'all doing shows at Disney and you ain't even in the suit. No one, look, we put stunt people in the suit. We got your voice. We use your voice. We got different people in the suit and we're making money having these shows at Disney. Oh, he over? I saw it was like 12 people watching. But that hurts their negotiation power. Now, if the show at Disney, they say, hey, where's Walter? Where's Austin? Where's JDF? Then they could have some negotiating power of the show. But if you're doing show after show after show without the original actors in the show and you collecting all that money, y'all are not as important as you think you are, because we just did a show at Disney without you and that shit sold out. I don't know if we really need to negotiate.
So then you don't mind doing the work because, well, you're being compensated for it. And what you make is according to what Screen Actors Guild was called normal.
But what that does for the producers is it drives their budget up and they get angry because now their margins slim.
Exactly. Why the hell I'm sharing profits with y'all? Why? What if y'all flop season 2?
But that's on a show that's not making a lot of money. On a show that's made $1 billion.
The toy sales made $1 billion. I wish they would differentiate that. Hey, the show did not make $1 billion. Toy sales made $1 billion. Not ad revenue generated from the show. Fox wasn't licensing Power Rangers for $1 billion. It was never a quote unquote $1 billion show. It's a $1 billion brand. And the show is part of the brand. But the $1 billion cash generator at the time is the toy sales. Even now, what's still going on? Hey, toy sales. Show's over. Hey, but guess what? We cranking out more toys.
You're not really supposed to worry about just giving people a bump and taking care of them.
And that's in the first season. So second season, it's already doing quite well.
Yeah.
Basically, it was unfair. It was unfair to the actors that we couldn't afford a house. We couldn't really afford a car.
The crew too.
Hey, yeah. I mean, like I said, live below your means, man. Live below your means. I know he did an inflation calculator and they were compensated well. How they're saying they couldn't, maybe they couldn't afford the car that they wanted. Maybe they couldn't afford the house that they wanted. And guess what? If you signed up, you was definitely going to get a Suzuki. So like, hey, we're going to give you a car.
Too. The crew as well.
Or a bike.
Oh, like
it was unfair as he's unfair. Being really nice about this. It sucked.
Okay, it sucked. Yeah. Well, what do you expect? You got a billionaire putting up his money. It's going to be his rules.
We're famous, and that's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool because
leverage your goddamn fame. Well, now they're trying to leverage their fame from the show, but typically when you're in these kid shows, guys, let's just say not too many actors escape being typecast for the most part. You know, like, yeah, Austin St. John, yeah, he played the Red Ranger. How much range does he have? This is his first acting role. Is any other people trying to sign him? No. What about Walter Jones? Well, he did the space stuff. And then I guess after a season, he pulled the same shit he did with Power Rangers and asked for more money. Really? Yeah, he wanted more money. Well, I don't know about that guy. You know what I'm saying? So you have that. You know, you're only as hot as your options out there, and the option just was slim.
We had the advantage of having these amazing fans and getting loved up by all these kids that we are satisfying. I mean, it was weird.
That's the best part of the show.
We didn't even get the toys. That was weird. Why didn't they give us the toys? It was like,
bro, do you remember the jackets on set?
I still have mine.
Yeah, you know, Walter be taking jackets. He took that fan's jacket and his money, but the toys is a product. The toys have a cash value. They just not gonna let you walk off with free toys because you play the actor. Go buy them shits like everybody else. I don't got no sympathy for these guys. No sympathy. I'm on a salary. Guess what though? I negotiated my salary. It was like, hey, we got this much for you. I was like, I need a little bit more. It was like, how about this much? I'm like, a little bit more. It was like, all right, this is our final offer. I was like, all right, cool. All right, cool. I was like, all right, cool. You get what you negotiate. And have I ever went back and asked for more money? No. Nope. Never went back. Could I probably get more money? Yeah, I can get more money if I leave. If I go to another company. They already like, look, we paying you the max, Ninja. You a max player over here. I'm like, I am a max player. I know I'm a max player. So let's just keep going.
Yeah, I had mine, but I don't anymore.
We had to pay for them.
Because I had to move. We did. We had to pay for them.
Yeah, it was like $75 for that Power Ranger jacket.
That was for the cheap one. Like if you wanted the lambskin one, it was like $375 at the time. That was like.
So here is Walter Jones in Space Cases. For all the people like, well, what did he do? He went on to do Space Cases, right? Hold on. Let me see if I could put this up here. So he does Space Cases. This is a Walter Jones pilot, or is it? Yeah, season reprint. I'm just trying to get this fool in the picture. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see the intro. There you go, right here. So he gets this, right? And the rumor, it's hard to find these people, is it did okay on Nickelodeon. He was like the black Captain Kirk of it all. And when it came to season 2, he wanted more money. He pulled the same shit he pulled with Power Rangers. That's the rumor. You should ask him about that. Hey, did you ask for more money for season 2? I'm like, hell yeah, I did. And they was like, well, if we get you more money, we don't have the money for everyone else. And eventually he ended up going to another show that offered more money and it got canceled. I forget the show, guys. I've been covering this Power Ranger stuff for so long. I forget the show. But this is him in Space Cases after Power Rangers and fumbled this bag for another show. Shout out to Andrew Hager. All right, let's keep it going.
Like half my paycheck per episode.
Yeah, it was crazy. All of that being said, we're having a great time, but we know it's not fair. We know it should be union. We know that the things should be better for us than they
Oh, boo-hoo, Ninja. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Make the best of it.
are.
Yep.
And then they came to us and said, guys, we have the most exciting news. 20th Century Fox is going to do a movie about Power Rangers. They want to use all of you guys. And we've signed contracts already with all of you guys to be in the movie. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be new costumes. It's going to be
big.
This big budget.
$40 million film.
Yes.
And you get to go to Australia.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. But we got to give you your contract. So we're like, all right, cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We're thinking.
Yeah, $40 million. And hey, the budget back then went to the special effects. The budget back then went to the marketing. The budget back then maybe went to the director. The budget back then went to Ivan Ooze, who was an established actor, not necessarily the people on the show.
And maybe we'll finally get paid.
Man, and then we get the contract.
It was a joke.
The contract is for 3 movies, not 1 movie.
That's right.
It's for 3 movies, which means after being locked into a contract for 40 episodes, locked in for another contract for 40 episodes, and being treated unfairly for 80 episodes, now we're going to do movies, and it's not
treatment unfairly is the payment, guys.
Just one movie, but it's 3 movies. So that means whatever I sign right now is law because I signed it. I can't renegotiate this because I wasn't able to renegotiate the contracts that I signed already. If I sign this right now, then that's what it is.
To give you a little pre-story, of the original 5, before...
There go that original 5 shit. That's the JDF shade that he always throws. So if he ever says original 5, it's just a way to shade JDF.
Tweet Trend came on board. There was a wonderful girl. Her name was Audrey Dubois.
Yeah.
Now Audrey Dubois, she pulled the same shit they did after the pilot. So like if you go, I think I got the original pilot right here. I think this is it. Is this the one with Audrey Dubois? Let's see.
On the moon.
Where is it at?
What?
10,000 years ago, Rita Repulsa was imprisoned in a...
They got Strife reading this shit. Let's see. What the hell? They didn't did their own little intro or whatever. But let me see if we can get the let's see if we can get Audrey Dubois in frame.
There's all the Rangers and the little kids who have to go on a quest to find this.
Gosh. Is this it?
Oh, what's up? Hey, cutie. And then the sphere will...
There we go. There go Audrey Dubois. Right there. This is the original pilot for Power Rangers. And after she filmed this, she went to Saban's office, said, I want more money. And they was like, oh, how much more money do you want? She was like, I want this much more money. They was like... Next. See you later. See you later. Good luck. Good luck.
And after the pilot got picked up, she knew then we were gonna get screwed. And she went to Haim Saban and was like, hey, this is jacked. You need to pay us more. And he fired her.
So why would you think it would be any different from y'all? That's insanity. You walk in someone's office, you say, can I get more money? They get punched in the face and they get fired. Why would you walk in the same office and say the same thing and expect a different result? They call that insanity. However, Austin St. John and Walter did get a different result. They got offered more money, but like hey, this ain't enough. Okay, well, go be homeless. Go be in space cases. It's going to get canceled because you're going to pull the same shit with them. And then you're never going to be on TV again outside of a reoccurring actor at best.
Yep.
And he liked her. Like, they got along.
Yeah.
And so we knew this. And now we're at a place where we're looking. I mean, I remember the numbers in that contract.
Wait, what do you mean you knew this? Okay. Hey, you knew that you can get fired for asking for money? Yeah, we knew it. So what'd you do? We asked for more money. Oh, okay. Wait. She got fired for asking for more money. Yeah. What are you about to do? About to ask for more money. You sure about that? Yeah, man. This is unfair. They made $1 billion from toy sales, not the goddamn show. Toy sales, not the show. Toy sales.
Audrey Dubois.
Yeah.
And after the pilot got picked up, she knew then we were gonna get screwed. And she went to Haim Saban and was like, hey, this is jacked. You need to pay us more. And he fired her.
Yep.
And he liked her. Like, they got along.
So if he liked her and he fired her, he's like, hey, I understand. It's business, sweetie. We wish you the best of luck out there. Thank you for filming the pilot. Good luck.
Yeah.
And so we knew this. And now we're at a place where we're looking. I mean, I remember the numbers in that contract. I don't remember a lot of the detail, but I remember that.
The numbers were not great at all. They were like, I mean, it was like for what you would make on a major film. I mean, and
as a lead?
As a lead. And when you think about a film doesn't take 2 weeks. A film takes months. I mean, like you're looking at 6 months, 8 months, a year to create this. So
from beginning to end.
From beginning to end.
Now, what the hell did y'all have better to do than those 6 to 8 months? Look, I get it. You see how much Saban making from toy sales. You want a little cut of the action. You want that action. And they like, we'll give you a little taste, but we ain't giving you no residuals. We'll just give you a bump in salary. Just a bump.
I can just tell you this. The initial movie that we were going to shoot was under $20,000. How many days do I have to work?
That's stupid.
That's stupid. And then each additional movie was like a bump of maybe $6,000, if that. it was really unfair. So
how are we supposed to do that?
It was ridiculous. It was like, okay, well, we're no longer the amateurs that we were when you first picked us up, before we had any name, before we had anything. Now we've created.
Oh God, how big was the name back then? You gotta wonder, like, how big was the name? They saw you in Power Rangers. You thought you had some guff out there, you know what I'm saying? And you did Space Cases. You asked for more money. Shit got canceled.
Created this show. We have a name for ourselves. We continue to create great product, and it's just not fair. As you guys should treat us like everybody else treats us. Everybody else should treat us like, oh my God, the Black Ranger, oh Zach, and they're like, you can still treat us like, oh.
See, don't let that shit go to your head. Look, guys, don't get gassed up by your own fandom. All right, let me tell you this, right? I appreciate when I go on stream that, you know, people come up and they like, yo, hey, Henry, you doing a good job. You doing a good job, you know. But you got to remain grounded a little bit. Okay. What do I mean by that? Don't let your online people, like, I would never let y'all get me gassed up and be like, you know what, man, everybody online said I should be making more money. Let me go to, you know, my board of trustees and be like, hey, look, y'all. So I've been online and everyone say how good of a job I do and how popular I am. And I need to be making more money. They gonna look at me and be like, you sure this is what you want to do? I'm like, yeah. Look, everyone treat me so good out on these streets. But when I come into work, y'all treat me like a peasant. So y'all gonna have to up my pay. They will fire me on the spot. They be like, Ninja, get the hell out of here. But, you know, delusions are great. You get hyped up by your fandom, and then now you're feeling yourself, and then you go to the boss, and the boss like, Ninja, we put the Black Ranger on tour, right? Yeah. We used your voice and we put him on tour. We never took the helmet off, right? Yeah. You know that show got sold out like every day. Yeah, I do know it got sold out every day. And you in my fucking office asking me for more money? Yeah. Well, you know what, little ninja? I like you. You got some balls on you, boy. So since you came in here and you saw what I did at Audrey Dubois, so you know I'm about that life. You came in here, chest held high, with your hand out. I'm going to put something in your hand. I'm going to put a little bit more money in your hand. But that's it. Just a little bit more. You asked for more, you out the door. He was like, I need more. He was like, all right, well, get the fucking, like there it goes. Great negotiating, man. Good luck out there in these streets.
Before we had any name, before we had anything, now we've created this show. We have a name for ourselves. We continue to create great product, and it's just not fair.
Look, guys, Power Rangers is not a great product. Can we all admit the Power Rangers show is trash? The acting is trash. Can we admit the acting is trash? It's not the best product. It's just nostalgic for us. We fucking love it. I'll watch it now. I'm like, it's on. Let's watch it. Let's watch the episode. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch a little something. It's not like the best show. Like, go watch it now, man. You'd be like, damn, I was like going crazy for this. And you still gonna watch it. But it's not like it won, like, you know, no one won like an Oscar for their performance. You know, it's a popular show. Just because it's popular doesn't necessarily mean it's good. You know, I'm not going to elaborate. A lot of things are popular that's not so good. OnlyFans is popular. Is that shit good, though? Is your daughter going to be on there? Do I want my daughter on there? Hell no. But it's popular.
You guys should treat us like everybody else treats us. Everybody else should treat us like, oh my God, the Black Ranger, oh Zach. And they're like, you can still treat us like, oh, your actors that have
they got gassed up.
No experience. And that's not the case.
Yeah, like we didn't just create the #1 show in the world. Well, not create, but we're the faces of it.
They are. Are you the face of it, though? Was Austin St. John going on tour? Was the Red Ranger going on tour? That's a fair question. Was Austin St. John going on tour? Was Austin St. John doing kids shows, or was the Red Ranger doing shows? Do you go to see Batman, or do you go to see the character playing Batman? Because most of the time, you're like, I just want to see what Batman do. Now you're like, well, you know, I like, well, I like the Ben Affleck Batman. I like Christian Bale. I like Michael Keaton Batman. You can have all these different variations, but at the core is still Batman.
The faces of it, we are the creation of our character.
That's right.
Yes. Basically what happened is we kind of got together and we said, this contract's not really fair.
He's so much nicer about this tonight.
I hate now they about to put the music on and
yeah. The least it should be is it should be union. We're not asking to be, millionaires. We're not.
Union would have made them probably millionaires. Union would have made them getting residuals to this day. And Haim is like, Ninja, only I'm getting residuals. You think I'm about to let y'all get some residual action? Ninja, no. Put your bread up. Put your bread up. Now, what they could have done, is say, hey, look, I'll forego half my salary in exchange for residuals. Now, Haim's smart. He know the play. But at least you trying. But I don't think they got the foresight. These guys want money in hand. Whereas, like, these are the guys who don't take the stock options. They just want the cash. Whereas, like Magic Johnson's like, man, I was offered stock in Nike. And I was like, nah, I just wanted the $1 million from Reebok or Converse. And then they went out of business and Nike bought them. It's always going to be the cash ninjas versus equity ninjas.
We're not saying, hey, you got to treat us special, but treat us like a professional actor, which is what we are at this point with 80 episodes under our belt.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Seinfeld, those guys were making $13 million and they shot 13 episodes a year.
That's not what we're asking for.
And their shows didn't have our popularity.
Yeah. They were way more popular. It was a popular night show, guys. Now, when he talks about Seinfeld, we can give y'all some numbers. I looked it up, right? So here is some Seinfeld information for y'all ninjas. And shout out to all 4 people watching on Twitch, which is like probably me and 2 bots. This is like 1 person on Twitch. But here is some Seinfeld numbers, right? So, hey, Seinfeld netted about $465 million just from doing Seinfeld. 9 seasons, okay? It ended up pushing him over $1 billion. But Seinfeld, the show, right? The brand of Seinfeld is worth billions. You know why? Because people keep watching it. People keep buying it. So people keep licensing it. Hey, Netflix. Hey, we're going to put Seinfeld on, whatchamacallit? Streaming rights and bought an additional 90. Whoa. Streaming rights. Where is it at? Look at this. Whoa. However, once extended, Peacock, Friends on HBO swooped in to pick up the show's global streaming rights for more than $500 million. That's the show. Oh, God. So, like, these shows are worth so much because they generate ad revenue. They have a fan base that's going to translate into subscribers. So, yeah, we could pay them $1 million an episode because the show is generating God knows how much for the network. So how much was Seinfeld? What show what channel did it come on? How much was Seinfeld so to Jesus. Oh God. Netflix reportedly paid more than $500 million for the streaming rights to Seinfeld. This was one of the most popular shows. You have shows like this in 2.5 Men. And why were they popular? Because they could generate ad revenue from selling advertisements. That's it. Hey, we can take this show that cost us, I don't know, $50 million to make. We're gonna sell this $50 million show, this $50 million season to a bigger company. We're gonna sell it to Fox. We're gonna sell it to ABC for, I don't know, $100 million. You get that? They're like, damn, they paid $100 million for it. You're like, well, shit, we got to do a season 2. Okay, season 2, everyone is going to get raises. How much y'all want per episode? 200,000. Let's see. How much I did this before, and I think they made per episode. season 1. Did not earn $1 million per episode until the final season. Remember I did this? He made about $20,000 per episode starting out. Seinfeld started off making $20,000 per episode, according to Celebrity Net Worth, a number which reportedly doubled by season 3 and 4. As the show's popularity grew, he got another pay bump for season 4, 5, and 6, earning $100,000 an episode. It didn't get to $1 million an episode until the end of the show. But you ninjas couldn't make it to season 2. Y'all couldn't tough it out, even though y'all offer more money. So don't blame Seinfeld. Y'all weren't more popular than Seinfeld. Even today, y'all still not popular than Seinfeld. Y'all are a kid show. And you, the person, not more popular than Seinfeld.
Yeah, not even, and we're not asking for anything like that. We'll just make it SAG, make it union. So it's fair. And we all kind of get together and talk about it. And we're like, I think we should get a lawyer and have a lawyer look at the contract. As a group, we should go and renegotiate the contract.
I was mad.
Now, as a group, you come to the 6 and you say, hey, we should renegotiate the contract. And the group was like, I don't know about that shit. I heard about Audrey DuBois. I heard about her. I ain't trying to be Audrey DuBois. JDF like, yo, I just had a daughter. I got a family to feed. David Yost was like, Ninja, I was just homeless. Amy Jo was like, nah, I'm cool with Shuki Levy. They like me out here. And shout out to my man, Chef Maku, I'm saying with the dono, who says, $1 million an episode for a show about nothing. Yeah, it is a show about nothing. If you guys don't know what Seinfeld is about, it's more about nothing. More about nothing. But let's keep going.
I was mad. I had a lot of people whispering in my ear, and I think they knew I was the youngest and I was probably the most impressionable, which I was. Walt was more level-headed, but he had experience. He knew the system, so I really looked up to him a lot on this stuff. So you definitely handled it different than I did. But we got the lawyer.
And then we went to everybody, and everybody agreed, yeah, okay, we'll meet and talk to the lawyer. And then one day we went into the set, and we were like, we got the lawyer, let's make this happen.
This is the part that gets me.
Okay.
Here we go. They're going to put the sad music and make it seem like they were backstabbed because the other people did not agree to strike. They didn't agree to strike. I see the DMs, y'all. I got y'all.
We agreed that we were going to stick together as a unit.
Right.
We were going to fight this together.
No. This is the biggest lie I keep telling you. David Yost said there was no agreement. JDF said there was no agreement. He was like, I'm not with y'all striking if y'all don't get y'all a bigger deal. I got a family to feed. Collectively, I think all of them did say, hey, yeah, man, we support getting a pay raise, but we're going to go about it a different way. You 3 can strike if you guys want to, but we're not striking with you. I have a family to feed. JDF has said it plenty of times. I was never with striking. I was never with not showing up to work. Now, Amy Jo said, hey, man, maybe if we really did band together, it could have been different. We probably could have got paid. And she's probably right, but they didn't. Because here's the thing, when it comes to unity, everyone is at different places in their lives. Howard, look, you got this ninja, Austin St. John, kidless, 19, telling JDF with kids, hey, go on a strike. He like, ninja.
Nope.
This is how I pay my bills. This is how I put food on the table for my family. I'm the leader of my family. I must provide for my family. I'm not striking. I cannot not show up to work. Can I not do it? And this is how you could say corporations win, is because, hey, people are in different financial positions. You have to be in a financial position to strike, because you strike and you be like Austin, your ass gonna end up homeless. Okay, you strike and you be like Tweed, then you gonna be waiting tables. And you heard Austin say, if you wait in tables, you a failed actress or actor. And David Yost, if he ever just fucking gets real about what was going on in his life, I believe he was a waitress first and waiting tables and was damn near homeless. I played it in an old interview. It's with Hide the Money, Y'all. Karen Ashley talks about it, about his living situation and how Power Rangers saved his life financially. So you got him, David Yost, like, hey, this shit saved my life. Hey, I got a kid on the way. And Amy Jo just go where the wind blows. Hey, I'm cool with Shuki. Whatever Jason say do, I'm going to do. And then you got, hey, I have no wife, no kids. I don't even know if Walter, I don't know what his financial situation was. Tweet, hey, I'm fresh in America trying to make something of my life. So everyone has these different circumstances. This ninja got nothing going for his life, obviously, because he became homeless.
Right. That didn't happen.
Very nice about this.
Well, Austin St. John, you put it in your words. I would love him to be like, to do an interview and be like, you know what? Yeah, man. I asked them to, like, here's the thing, guys. Nail their asses down when you see them at cons. And be like, hey, how was that conversation? You said, hey, y'all agreed to do it. Amy Jo said she was never with it. David Yo said y'all lied. You know, what's the deal? What was the conversation like? How did it start? Did they say, yes, we're going to strike with y'all? Or were they just on board for the pay raise? That's an A or B question. Yes, we'll agree to that we should get a pay raise. Or B, yes, we will strike with you if we don't get a pay raise. That is a straight question. And what happens with Power Ranger fans, y'all don't ask straight questions. You don't do it. You don't do it. You don't ask a yes or no or A or B question. Ask questions where they can give one or the other answer. And if they try to explain it and they don't answer your question, be like, hey man, I appreciate the explanation, but did JDF say he was going to strike with y'all? Get them to try to say yes or no. Did JDF say, hey, if we don't get the pay raise, he gonna strike with y'all? And then when they say that, well, when did he say he wasn't gonna strike with y'all? Why wasn't he with y'all at the lawyers? Why wasn't Amy? Why wasn't David with y'all at the lawyers? Once you ask that question, you might get the square formation, but like nail their asses down on these stories that they keep perpetuating through the fandom, and then no one challenges them. It's like y'all believe all Rangers and shit. I'd be like, believe all Rangers? This ninja just lied to the government. He about to go to jail. Y'all like, well, can we trust him? I'm like, hell no.
Nope.
If he would lie to the government, you think you're gonna tell a fan the truth? Well, no, Henry, you just don't get it. You just a hater.
Well, different people for the different reasons change their mind. I mean, obviously, that would be Amy Jo and David.
Look, that cut right there, they had to reshoot that shit. Look, sometimes when you got like, hey, do it again. Here you go, right here.
Didn't happen.
Very nice about this.
Well, different people for the different reasons change their mind. I mean, obviously, that would be Amy Jo and.
You saw the cut? It was quick. It was quick. It was like, nah, man, you got to name them. You got to name them. You got to call their asses out. Call them out.
David Yost and Jason Frank. And all of them had their own reasons for deciding, we don't want to renegotiate the contract. After all, we're just going to grin and bear it. But we wanted to stand up for ourselves because we felt like we were being bullied and we felt.
Bullied? Bullied? Oh. Yo, I hate that goddamn word, bro. I hate that word. I hate it with a passion. I hate when people say they bullied. Like, are you really getting bullied? Is people taking your lunch money, or are you upset about the contract you signed and the contract that was offered?
Like we deserved more and that we had earned the right to be treated like professional actors. Even though they chose not to be part of it anymore, we decided to just keep running with it.
Okay, so now they chose not to be part of it. So you have Kerrigan's story. He's like, either all of y'all go or you don't go. And you decided after they bowed out not to go. Where JDF was like, nah, man, don't do that shit. And you know what? JDF was right. I know Amy Jo and I know and David Yost is like, let's just say they did agree. And let's just go with the narrative that JDF talked them out of it. I bet you like, thank God we listened to Jason. Thank God, not Jason Lawrence Geiger, Jason David Frank. Thank God we listened to him. Other words, we'll be where Austin is. We might be forced to pull a PPP fraud. We might be forced to try to make some Hitler shirts to earn some money. We might be out there doing that shit. But they don't. They don't got to worry about that.
We stayed the course.
We stayed the course.
And that was Twee Walter and myself.
That was us standing up for ourselves.
Hey, look, guys. You can stand up for yourself and hold your pride. Hey, we did the right thing as you be homeless, begging for change. Or you can grin and bear it and make a little bit more money and do some whatchamacallit, do the movie, do another season, and then maybe go back for more. Then be like, okay, look, Ninja, we did this, we did that, let's go. But they chose to walk the plank. And when you chose to walk the plank, you got the plank walker's fate.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't change
Tweet
that.
was.
I wouldn't change that. And Tweet was as well. And,
That's right.
And it was scary. I mean, I have to say, it's probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. Here we are on this hit show that we created. And I definitely don't want to leave. I definitely want to do the movie. This movie is the legacy of what we created.
It was
like what y'all created. Oh, okay.
pinnacle.
It's the pinnacle. It's like, this is like going to be the highest point.
They want to cry. They want to cry. They holding back tears and shit. Also holding back tears. You're like, man, I was so dumb. I should have did the movie. I didn't do the movie. I just came back for Forever Red and Gold Ranger. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Beast Morphers. What the fuck is that?
Of what Power Rangers has been thus far. With us all as a cast, it's going to be amazing. Really disappointed that the other three guys chose not to go with us.
Very nice.
Hey, look, guys. At the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself, right? If someone come to you with a bad idea that's going to put you at a severe disadvantage or a gamble, you have every right to say no. And if you say, hey, look, man, we're going to jump off this bridge and we're going to land on $1 million. And you like, $1 million? $1 million. You like, no, you go first. You do it first. No, we got to do it together. That's the only way we can get $1 million. Just like, Ninja, that's a bridge though. Yeah, but if we all jump together, it's going to be $1 million at the bottom. If we just 3 of us jump, it might just be water. It might be some sharks. It might be the unemployment line. It might be us never working in Hollywood again. It might be us never doing a movie in our life. But can you come with us so we can get the $1 million? Them ninjas was like, Ninja, no. I was like, nope. No. Hell no. You go by yourself. You go by yourself. And guess what? If you get the $1 million, kudos for you. And if we don't see you no more, we gonna stay on this side of the fence. And shout out to John C. and my man Dust dropping memberships. John C., I appreciate you, Dust. Appreciate you causing real problems.
So this is about Dust being an asshole. And he got nothing else better to do than to troll people and cause real problems.
Real problems in people's lives. If you got a Dust membership, please drop this emoji. All right, let's finish up this the biggest lie in Power Ranger history from a guy who defrauded the government and a guy who defrauded a fan wearing the goddamn same coat. Remember I did the how he scammed this fan and the fan had to go through PayPal to get his return. But yeah, they missed out on the movie. And here go him like, man, I missed that movie, man. Like, why we ain't do the movie? Well, you goofy ass. You wanted to walk the plank. And now here you go right here on No Pink Spandex. This is years ago. I love these interviews because this is before, the YouTube really took off where people are actually telling the truth.
The union protects actors. I mean, this industry is a very difficult industry. It's not an industry where you can excel and do really well and continue to work. I mean, there's a lot of people that have had successful TV shows and you never see them again. They may never get another job because it's a highly competitive industry. So
why risk it, Walter? Why was it worth it? Like, no, man, Henry, you right, man. I should have just fucking stayed on the show, man. Fuck, man. Fucking Austin, you can fucking convince me, man. Like, we was getting bullied. I'm like, nigga, no.
The show being what it was, and it was like such a huge success in the first season. And then we did a second season. And then it was like, oh, now we're about to do a movie. In fact, there may be 2 movies. And, we were given a contract for movies and they were non-union. And I was like, wow, they made $1 billion in the first year. And
$1 billion in toy sales.
This is still a non-union show. And now they want us to do non-union movies. And at that point, I just felt like we needed to renegotiate. And in the end, it didn't work out. You know, I mean, I think I regret that I didn't do the movie. And I wish I had. I wish that everything had worked out. You know, that's my biggest regret, because I'm excited about being a Power Ranger and what it's done for my life and what it's done for the lives of other people and what we created as a cast and the product that we created and how it affected people. I mean, every day somebody comes up to me and is like, man, you don't even know. Like, you were my childhood.
I don't know about all that, Ninja. I don't know about all that. But you know, they do regret not doing the movie. Like, yeah, man, we should have did that movie, man.
That and there's nothing I could do about it. Was the fact that I didn't steal my suit. Damn it, I should have stole the suit. Nah, I wish I'd have done the movie.
Time. Let's do it.
I wish we all had done.
Look, Austin, like, yeah, man, we kind of fucking dropped the ball. We should have did that goddamn movie. We should have did that movie. And Dust dropped in that membership again, man. Shout out to Dust. Hope everything is going well with you, brother. I had to hit him up too. I'm like, Ninja, you alive? He like, yeah, man, I'm alive, man. I'm like, all right. Some people, the people I talk to regular, when they don't be talking, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Done that movie, because I think the movie was great, but it would have been so much better with all of us, you know. But I am grateful.
I agree with that. I do agree. This is me agreeing with Walter. It would have been great if all of them would have did the movie and not been stupid.
For that, with me going back for, you know, once and always, that I feel like I finally got my movie.
Nah, Ninja, that shit don't count. Once and Always is not a movie. It's an episode at best. Didn't even get a theatrical release, man.
It's morphin' time. Blast it up.
It's union, but hey, Ninja.
You know, because I wasn't able to do that movie, but now here we are 30 years later, and I finally got, you know, to be part of the movie, of a movie of Power Rangers. So that was exciting for me.
Well, at least they got to like what, 2033, 2030. I think they got till 2030 for MMPR on Netflix. So hey, they got 4 years left, brother. You better milk it. I saw you in Colombia. Let's keep it going.
But we decided to stay the course. And in the process, what happened as we were trying to renegotiate the contract, and you know, lots of things were said. Lots of things were said on both sides. The lawyers were going back and forth about, you know, oh, do you want to do the movie? Can you do a few episodes? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You know, things are being negotiated.
And there was a little more money thrown on the table in the process.
Yes.
But it was still a joke.
So,
how much money? They never say. They never say, bruh, you went in there to negotiate. They offered you more money in good faith, but you're so focused on the toy sales, your goofy ass walked away.
In the process, what happened was the other 3 that stayed were offered more to stay, and they had auditions for 3 new Rangers, which I wasn't really sure about. I don't think we knew, or maybe we knew. I think I found out eventually they were auditioning for other Rangers.
Yeah, they told us that they were going to start casting for the other Rangers. Yeah, we had reached a point where negotiations were just crumbling. We knew the other guys had cut a side deal.
Why gotta be a side deal? Why can't it just be a new deal? Why can't it be a new deal? But you see, like, it got to be a side deal. It's not a side deal. You guys went and negotiated for your deal where you was like, hey, can we do less episodes than the movie and all this other goofy shit? And Saban was like, look, let's talk turkey. Let's talk turkey, guys. JDF, Amy Joe, David Yost, come on. What are we talking here? We just cut these bozos out. So now we got a little bit more extra to pay you guys. So we're going to give you guys a pay bump. We're going to bring in the new Rangers at a lesser rate, and then we're going to just keep it moving.
And we knew they were going to cast the other roles. And at that point, there wasn't much left in the negotiation.
It was interesting, though, because we started doing car shows. So right now we do Comic-Cons.
Which also pissed them off.
Car shows. Yeah, well, because now we were understanding our worth. And a day we were making...
These goofy ninjas think that, oh, well, yeah, man, we could do this car show. And we look, guys, there are times on YouTube where I make a decent amount of money, and there are times where I don't. I'm never like, oh my goodness. And Nerd Affiliate, what up, bro? We need you to come up. I'm not. But I'm just like, bro, I don't think like, oh, well, should I make? There was a time where I made a killing covering that Adept XQC stuff. Obviously, you got the camera, you got the rig. The rig got a serious upgrade. But I never was like, this is how much I'm worth, guys. I was like, no, this is me This is me covering a hot story. This is me having exclusive information for a hot story. Not this is what I'm going to make every month. I knew like the money could come and go. And the same thing with these Comic-Cons. They let these car shows go to their head thinking this was a viable option when they missed the key point. The show is what made them popular. No one wanted at the time, the original Black Ranger when you got a new Black Ranger on TV. You got a new Black Ranger in a movie. So they had this window before the new Rangers were introduced where they can make some money doing car shows, make some real money promoting. And they're like, oh shit, this is going to get us going. It was like, Ninja, it's a trick. It's a trap. It's a trap. The quick money is gonna evaporate. You need something stable.
We would make
more than we made in months.
In a weekend, we would make what we would make an entire season, which was crazy. It was like, wait, we just made that in a weekend? Like signing autographs, just signing my name?
We were
how much?
Filling up like I can remember. I don't remember if you did the show, but it was car shows and other like county fairs, and we did. Yeah. I did one that was in an aircraft hangar somewhere, I think in Oklahoma. It was a hangar, and the line was. I mean, we filled it up.
People would wait in line for 4 hours to come and get their autograph.
It was insane.
Wild. And so we report back to the other guys. Hey guys.
And then eventually that shit fell way off because that Ninja Austin ended up being homeless. So that's how you know it fell off. Because when I was like, well, Steve Cardenas in the movie, Ninja, where you at? Well, I was in the first 40 episodes. They like... Oh, man. Look, Super 13. Wow, these ninjas were so arrogant and cringed. Look.
That's a truthful statement.
And they let them car shows go to their head. Like, we can do car shows forever, huh? It was like, nope. No.
You should do this.
This is our worth. We're signing autographs, and in a weekend, we're making more than we made in the first or second season, which is crazy. Like, that's 3 days.
That's like me having a good month on YouTube and like, I'm going to quit my job, guys. I made so much money this month from YouTube. I could just quit. Like, Ninja, hell no. What the fuck? What? I tell all the guys who be like shout out to my man Classy Beats. I'm like, bro, you had a go phenomenal month. You need about 10 of those months in a row. And then when you lose that big story that you covering and you can still have a month like that, then that's when you can quit your job. And I would say that to any YouTuber, just because you have a good month, hey, don't let that shit go to your head. Don't think you about to be a millionaire cutting these videos.
Compared to however much time we spent filming 40 episodes.
And we did the biggest show at Universal Studios for the owners. Broke Universal Studio records.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they went on to do so many other shows without your ass that did the same thing. That's what they don't mention in this.
Backed up the highway into downtown LA for 8 miles. Did we get paid?
I don't recall. I don't think we got paid.
There's another one we should remember.
Yeah.
If we got paid, why don't we remember it?
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly, because when you fill up the stadium that Michael Jackson performs in, how much are those tickets? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was supposed to be one show with 1,000 people. It was like 4 or 5 shows in the biggest
like 6
theater.
shows, I think. Yeah. But I think we had 30,000 people show up in the day.
Crazy.
So Power Rangers, like, that's like Christian Bale. Like, look, Christian Bale is a draw, right? Christian Bale, his Batman movies generated $1 billion, but the other movies in Christian Bale, they ain't generating $1 billion. They're like, Ninja, you did $1 billion. It's like, yeah, Ninja, Batman did $1 million. The IP, Batman, not me, Christian Bale. Like, yeah, I'm a good actor and shit, but I ain't stupid. I know my value.
So all that happened, and at the end of the day, we just couldn't find a happy medium. They hired 3 new people to be Power Rangers in the film. Everybody went off and they did the film, and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, they became solidified gangsters in the Power. Well, Karen Ashley, fucking nobody now, but Steve Cardenas. I mean Johnny Young Bosch. The cream rises to the top. Shout out to Johnny Young Bosch. He did Power Rangers and then took over voice acting. He pivoted, whereas some people get typecast. And then other people was like, damn, Johnny, you making money doing voice acting? He's like, yeah, man, you should try that shit. He's like, I'm going to try it too. And it was like, then you get little Ricky out here rapping and shit. Like, yeah, I meant try it, but not like embarrass yourself embarrass your people.
I am still disappointed that I didn't do that film, because I think the film with the 6 original Rangers would have been.
The film tanked.
The film.
Oh, the film turned a profit, but this is Austin St. John hating. It tanked. Nah, Ninja. It had a $40 million budget, generated like $15 million profit.
Did okay. It would have
like like this is that I hate whatchamacallit, you know. How much money did the original Power Ranger movie make? Okay. Oh man, we gotta find it. Oh man, hold on. I gotta make sure I got the right one. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers box office weekend. Hold on, because like this is how they do it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What was the 1995 movie, right? Because I swear it was like a $45 million budget. All right, here we go. I got it right here. So look, and shout out to Aqua Blast. I'm gonna get you, brother. I see your super chat. So here, this is more hate. This is how you know it's more hate. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie grossed $66 million worldwide, with $38 million in the United States and $28 internationally, with a $20 million budget. This is a win by anyone's stat book. We put in 20 million and we got 66 out. So we got 46 million profit. And what Aquablast say? Aquablast was close. He said budget 15 million, gross 66. It was profitable. Exactly. Profitable is all they care about. Hey, is this movie going to turn a profit for us? Yes. It's going to turn a profit. Yes, it did turn a profit. Who did it? Fox. And shout out to Shooter Torres. Bruh, you're straight. Burying these clowns, Lo. Just in shock with everything. You straight to the... Hey, look, man. I try to do what I do.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
So like, but the average Power Ranger fan is not going to fact check these guys. They're going to be like, well, Austin St. John said it bombed. Yeah, he also said he was, he also submitted a PPP loan application that was fraudulent. he was trying to profit from that shit. What you going to say? Well, yeah, he did that shit too. Okay. So it bombed, but no, it didn't bomb. He just bitter. He sour grapes. He forever sour grapes over JDF, man. He forever sour grapes. And he only did it to himself. Damn, nerd! Holy shit. Goddamn.
I got money.
Look, man, I'll be a nerd affiliate stream, man. He was at me on some stuff, right? Look, before we look, I already had him pulled up. This is my look. He didn't even know this. I didn't even plan this. He was part of my prep. Nerd affiliated. Right here. Notice that they was on World Star. Now the video was on World Star. He alerted to me this. And I'm like, well, chances are they probably paid to be on World Star or something like that. Well, it turns out that, the powers that be was like, look, the World Star stole our latest YouTube video, re-edited it out to take out our logos and post it on their own website for monetization. You think a company as big as this wouldn't steal, LOL? Now look, World Star since then did delete the video. The video's gone off World Star, but they silly for that. You know why? That's popularity, brother. I mean, yeah, it is a little shitty, but at the same time, I'm about to re-upload this shit. Fair use, motherfucker. Fair use to Fanward reacting and explaining how, the movie didn't flop, adding hella context, transforming this shit to the umpteenth power. But thank you, Nerd Affiliated, man. I appreciate you, man. So for real. He's like, Ninja, you had me part of the prep? Like, yeah, Ninja, you added me. What do you want me to do? You want me to act like I don't know you? Like, he added me on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm like, God damn, nigga, he double tagged me. But salute to Nerd Affiliated. I'm gonna drop the link shortly. I would love to hear your take to come up with this, if you got time. But let's continue.
Not good in the box office.
It would have been.
It did good in the box office, so You know, that's another cap. Like it did $1 billion in toy sales. The movie did well. You know, they keep trying to portray it like it's something it's not. Like without their touch, it was an success.
Amazing if we were all in, because that's what the fans wanted to see. And I know a lot of the fans have come up to me afterwards and said, you know what, when I found out you weren't in the Power Rangers anymore, I ripped my poster down. I stopped watching the show. Yeah. And I know that happened to a lot of people. And that
Ninja, yeah, it probably did. Some kids was like, where's Walter? Where's the black guy? We like, well, we got a black girl now. Representation. Yes, she can.
That's not what we wanted.
No, that's not what we wanted at all. We didn't want to leave you guys. We didn't want to be like, oh, I'm over the show. It wasn't like that.
Hey, what's up with the audio?
It wasn't an attitude
we
thing
loved it.
Towards the fans. It was just, we wanted to stand up for ourselves.
Damn, Fanward, who edited this shit?
And I don't think this story has been told by
not in this
the
detail.
Two of us. And if Tree were here, she would also be able to add her 10 cents, but she's unfortunately no longer with us.
Yeah, so kind of what sparked this video was you and I got to talking about it.
Not the Aisha.
Yeah, I mean, he remembered things that I had completely forgotten.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So this is the only official, like, really us video talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish Amy Jo Johnson, like, yeah, we agreed to strike and we chose to back out at the last minute. I wish David Yost was like, yeah, man, these guys are lying. They're not lying, guys. We definitely backstabbed them and we cut a side deal. I wish they would come out and say this shit. But sometimes, guys, you know, you want to punch up, not down, right? Punch up, not down. Remember that. But sometimes I punch down. I'll be like, Rican, get your bitch ass down there.
Twee's here with us.
I just know we were all very scared.
Terrified
of what the worst case scenario might be. And we ended up going through the worst case scenario. However,
but I
can say this. Here we are.
That's right.
Almost 30 years later.
All right, I swear to God, if they try to plug Fanward, I'm going to be pissed off.
And stronger for it.
And
hey, Ninja, you about to go to jail, nigga. You going to be strong.
And our fans, you guys are still with us. And we appreciate it.
Much love, man. Can't let that go. I'll never let you go.
So now you know what happened and how it happened, and
we know their version of it. JDF says something different. Amy Jo Johnson says something different. David Yost just flat out called them liars. He was like, I think he was pissed. I really think David Yost was pissed when he called them liars. Like, they lying. They lie. Hey, turn that shit off. I can't watch them lie on me and shit. I can't watch it.
Oh no, I don't want to watch that one. Oh. I don't even. They lied. Oh, they did? At the beginning.
At the beginning, the whole stick together.
Oh, so you guys never agreed to? We never agreed to that. So I don't. That was a big lie. Oh, okay. There was never an agreement between the six of us that we were gonna stick together. So.
all right. Well, I was like, hey, I go through all my tabs. I did go through all my tabs, but you know, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? I think they're still sour grapes. I think they're definitely doing this whole JDF backstabbed side deal bull crap because he would not strike with them because he had a family to feed. And if you got a family to feed, me who has a daughter to feed, I can't take chances with my livelihood on the hopes of getting stuff right. I believe about the other three backing out, but can admit that leaving was a mistake. ASJ went back. He forgets to mention he went back for Zio. And again later. Hey, call him out, man.
That's a truthful statement.
Call their asses out. Yeah, they went back. They had to go back. Because he ran out of money. He was like, hey, I'm broke, Henry. I got to go back, man. I got to go back. And shout out to my man, John C., who says, so strong for it that he went on this sandbox to save the world, man. Oh, obviously, maybe my audience is tainted, right? Maybe John C., nerd affiliated, is tainted. All right, maybe that's what it is. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.